Let's bring in Samantha Dawson now because while we've been yabbering away on the television, Sam, the Emmys have been underway. What's all the big news at the Night of Nights in Hollywood?
Yeah, some big news from the west coast of the US, Chris. Well, Game of Thrones, it has done it. It's taken out the Best Drama Emmy at this year's ceremony. So well done to the cast, of course, celebrating the last season there. And Chernobyl as well, another hit, has been a big winner at tonight's ceremony. They won 3 awards, including Best Limited Series. Another surprise, Chris, a new comedy which I admit I haven't seen yet. It's called Fleabag, and that managed to take out the Best Comedy Series award, also the Best Writing Emmy and the Lead Actress, which went to Phoebe Waller-Bridge. So an incredible night in Hollywood, as you mentioned, and a big shout out as well to, of course, Game of Thrones star Peter Dinklage. He won the Best Supporting Actor gong for his role as the much-loved Tyrion Lannister. This is what he had to say.
I count myself so fortunate to be a member of a community that is nothing but all about tolerance and diversity, because no other place could I be standing on a stage like this.
So some great news there for the whole cast of Game of Thrones, Chris.
That's the last season, right?
It's all done and dusted.
And how many did they run?
10 years.
10 years. I've not seen any of that. I know everyone raves about it, but I did see Chernobyl, and that got awards. You mentioned, well, that was a brilliant drama. Took
home 3 Emmy awards. Yeah, did a phenomenal job, and they were very humbled as well, and taking out Best Limited Series. So well done to them.
And Game of Thrones would have been superbly popular, right? Everyone wanted it to take out big awards in its last year.
Well, yeah, it went into today's ceremony with more than 20 awards. It won 10 last week at the Creative Arts Emmy, so the most awarded drama in primetime history. So it's done such a phenomenal job. Someone who is making headlines is Michelle Williams. Now, she celebrated pay equality when she was accepting her Lead Actress award in a limited series for Fosse Verdon. This is what she had to say.
When I asked for more dance classes, I heard yes. More voice lessons, yes. A different wig, a pair of fake teeth not made out of rubber, yes. And all of these things, they require effort and they cost more money, but my bosses never presumed to know better than I did about what I needed in order to do my job and honor Gwen Verdon. And so I want to say thank you so much to FX and to Fox 21 Studios for supporting me completely and for paying me equally.
Lots of highlights from the ceremony. Of course, the red carpet was star-studded, as you can imagine. Lots of frocks and some gold glittery suits I saw as well with all the stars. There was Gwendolyn Christie from Game of Thrones looking...
Is that a costume or is that what she's wearing to the event?
I think she's honouring the show she was on for 10 years. But Sandra Oh, she missed out to her co-star who actually won the Lead Actress award.
Almost wearing that dress.
Yeah, you're right. And Hugh Grant showing up for another year. So
look out for Hugh.
Yeah, lots of highlights from today's
Dangerous
ceremony.
having him back in Hollywood, isn't it?
Oh, I'm not going to comment on that.
Okay.
I'm a supporter, but lots happening, of course. So happy for the cast of Game of Thrones, and I'm eager to go home and also start Fosse Verdon. I think it'll be quite a good show.
And Ted Danson, I see there. What's that show that I saw him on Fox Talk? I can't remember it now. The Good Life, The Good Place.
Yeah.
That was a brilliant show.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. And Michelle Williams there. She's an Australian connection, or is she Australian?
She had a child, of course, Matilda, with Heath Ledger. So at the end of her speech that we saw there, she said, "Matilda, this is for you, as is everything," which is really lovely.
Yeah, brilliant. I saw her in Manchester by the Sea. She was just incredible.
She's phenomenal. You remember she was in All the Money in the World recently, and they replaced Kevin Spacey. She was paid, I think, $1,000 to refilm her scenes, whereas her male counterpart was paid $1.5 million. So I can see how she led into that speech there.
So Game of Thrones, she's all over, no more. They've got all the awards. Can we keep the throne that we've got out there in the foyer, though? Is it going to stick around for a while yet?
I think you need to start watching it.
I'm going to have to.
Up 10 years. You've got a while to go.
Exactly.